The Central Louisiana region is where the deep south tones of North Louisiana meet the colonial influences of the state's southern regions. Visitors will find a nicely spiced melting pot of French, Spanish, and English heritage in cities such as Alexandria, Pineville, Longleaf, Marksville, Leesville, Winfield, Frogmore, and Faraday. Let's begin our video journey at Kent Plantation House, one of the oldest standing structures in the state of Louisiana and the oldest in Central Louisiana. Kent Plantation House is a classic example of French colonial architecture. Standing on the original land grant from the King of Spain, it offers a glimpse of the French, Spanish, and American cultures that have influenced Louisiana. Throughout the year, Kent Plantation House hosts events such as Alexandria Afire, a living history event held to commemorate the burning of Alexandria by Union troops, funeral reenactment and cemetery tour, Sugar Day Festival, which includes music, arts and craft vendors, and demonstrations and the making of cane sugar. An old-fashioned Christmas is held each year with visits from Papa Noel, and of course, storytelling in the open hearth kitchen. Please come visit the past at Kent Plantation House. Visitors will want to see the Alexandria Zoological Park. The park encompasses 33 shady acres and is home to more than 500 animals from all over the world living in naturalistic exhibits. The white Bengal tigers are a favorite among zoo visitors. The zoo has a Louisiana habitat that depicts native species in their natural settings. Everything from alligators to otters are here. The zoo also has an African experience, home to African species such as lions, tortoises, snakes, and crocodiles, just to name a few. And of course, no visit to the zoo would be complete without a train ride. From beautiful exotic birds to adorable spider monkeys, you'll see them all at the Alexandria Zoo. The Arna Bontemps African American Museum is the birthplace home of Arna Wendell Bontemps, Alexandria's native son, who has been recognized as one of the most prolific and outstanding poets and authors of the 20th century. Bontemps is known for the volume of his work and his versatility. He's the author of 25 books, including novels, children's books, biographies, histories, collections of poems, and plays. The Arna Bontemps African American Museum is a National Register of Historic Places site, the only historic landmark in Rapides Parish listed in African American historical sites published by the National Parks. It is also a local, national, and international tourist destination. The museum houses a permanent exhibit, Arna Bontemps, Alexandria's native son, The Man and His Works, 1902 through 1973 Preservation Exhibit, which also includes family-donated artifacts and memorabilia and a collection of Bontemps books, some of which are rare and out of print. This museum is one of the most significant cultural sites in Louisiana and a must-see when you visit Central Louisiana. Welcome to Pineville, Louisiana. One of the biggest attractions in Pineville is Bulow Lake. There are concerts on the grandstand and fireworks over Bulow Lake each July 3rd. Bulow Lake is also home to many world record boat racing events. Along with water sports, Bulow is a seaport and FAA-approved lighted airport with fly-in events that attract aircraft and aviation enthusiasts from all over the South. Another family attraction is Keys Park on Highway 28 East. The new Pineville Ward 9 Sportsplex is growing and is home to many baseball and soccer games and tournaments, and have hosted several World Series events as well. Also, Pineville's Old Town Hall Museum, Mount Olivet Chapel, and Fort Randolph and Bulow State Parks make Pineville a great place to visit. Find out more at pineville.net. Before you leave Pineville, you'll want to visit the Louisiana Maneuvers and Military Museum. The museum is housed in a replica of World War II barracks, and it pays tribute to the soldiers and civilians of Louisiana with an extensive collection of artifacts from colonial Louisiana to the global war on terror. Before the United States entered World War II, the U.S. Army realized it was short on manpower and it needed to modernize. The country mobilized the National Guard and conducted its first peacetime draft. Training began, and as units went to the field, vast quantities of land would be required. Maneuver areas were acquired, and the largest of these were in Louisiana. Louisiana was the site selected for the exercises of 1940 and 1941. The 1941 General Headquarters Louisiana Maneuver was the largest ever held and concentrated over 472,000 soldiers in Louisiana. Divided into the Blue and Red Armies, these soldiers waged war in what would later be referred to as the dress rehearsal for World War II. During those 2 years of training, the Army experimented with new ideas in mechanized warfare, the role of the Air Force, and the ever-changing need of logistics. Our military leaders such as Patton, Eisenhower, Marshall, and Bradley were among many who had a major role to play in the maneuvers. Their planning and training ensured our Army emerged victorious in Europe and Asia. Take a step back in time at Lloyd Hall Plantation. Treat yourself, your spouse, or your family to a memory-making weekend. Spend some time relaxing by the pool, or have a lazy day gazing at the miniature horses and donkeys in the pasture from your back porch rocking chair. Lloyd Hall Bed and Breakfast offers 5 beautiful cottages and 2 luxury suites located in the mansion. Experience history firsthand in this antebellum home, rich in both Civil War history and ghostly folklore. If you're tired of the everyday and looking for a laid-back experience off the beaten path, we hope you'll consider Lloyd Hall Plantation. Located just 20 minutes south of Alexandria, Lloyd Hall is convenient to city attractions, yet far enough to feel a world away. Perfect for corporate retreats, family reunions, weddings, and other special events. Lloyd Hall is a glance into the old antebellum South. Please visit our website at lloydhall.com. That's LOYDHALL.com. The Southern Forest Heritage Museum, located in Longleaf, Louisiana, is the oldest complete sawmill facility in the South. This complex is unique in that it is a complete sawmill dating from the early 20th century, and that it has the most complete collection of steam-powered logging and milling equipment known to exist. The museum is spread over a 57-acre area, and on the property is the commissary, providing an entrance to the museum and the official welcome center for visitors. You'll see a collection of restored steam locomotives, as well as the coreless steam engine which drove every piece of machinery in the planer mill by turning a large single shaft from which all machines were belt-driven. In addition, you'll see 2 rare McGiffert log loaders and a Clyde skidder, both examples of early steam logging equipment. The Southern Forest Heritage Museum represents the many sawmill towns that once flourished throughout the South and offers a unique opportunity to take a glimpse of the golden age of lumbering and sawmilling.